Welcome to Positively Sexy, your go-to podcast for exploring all things related to sexual wellness and lifestyle. I'm your host, Faye Renee, and I believe that open and honest conversations about sex can help us lead to happier, more fulfilling lives. In this podcast, we dive deep into the world of sexual health, relationships, pleasure, and lifestyle. From discussing the latest research on sexual wellness to exploring topics like consent, communication, self-care, body positivity, and other various topics, we'll cover it all. My mission is to create a safe and inclusive space where you can feel comfortable exploring your sexuality, lifestyle, and learning practical tips to enhance your overall well-being. By removing the stigma around sex and promoting healthy attitudes towards sexuality and personal choices, we can work towards a more sex-positive and empowered world. Join me on this solo journey as we delve into important conversations, share insights, and discover ways to embrace a holistic approach to sexual wellness and lifestyle choices that bring joy and fulfillment to our lives. So if you're ready to improve your sexual wellness, learn about the latest research in the field, and explore a range of lifestyle topics, this podcast is for you. Let's embark on this exciting exploration together. Welcome to Positively Sexy. Hello everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Positively Sexy. I think we can consider this season 2. I think we need to close off the last one, say that was season 1. This is season 2. Don't come at me. I know it's been like a year. I'm not gonna lie. A shorty done fell off. I moved to a new apartment. That was like after the fact of me not posting any more podcasts, but I moved. I was not happy where I was in life then. I'm not perfect. I'm not where I want to be yet. I'm actually currently in a very like weird place in my life. I feel like I'm like, I'm in a transition. Let's say that. I'm in a transition in life. I had so much going on, and I couldn't seem to get myself back on track, like I couldn't catch up back to where I wanted to be. Like I was consistent for a little bit. Y'all saw me consistent. And then, I don't know, y'all. I don't know. Like, although these are my passions and I love doing this, I love talking about sex, sexual education, relationships, affirmations, better life. Actually, that's one of the things, like, this podcast won't just be about sex anymore. Like, I'm gonna start branching out to some other things too. But like, I would just start thinking about it, and I would start thinking about everything that I want to do, like all my dreams and aspirations, and it would just feel like a weight was crushing down on me. It was very anxiety inducing. Like I could not think of anything like this, anything podcast related, anything YouTube related, anything content creator related without a very anxious feeling coming over me. And so I basically like shut down and went numb for a while. But I told myself, hey, you're never gonna get out of this situation that you're in, that you don't want to be in anymore, if you don't go out and do the things that you need to do. And I'm not quite sure if it's like anxiety from like fear of failure, or just like, honestly, I don't like being perceived. I don't like being noticed. Even though, like, especially if you knew me in my younger years when I had crazy hair colors and was very much like visibly alternative, I still didn't want to be seen. Like, if you knew me, you knew that I didn't want to be seen. I would hang out in a corner and not talk to nobody, but would be loud, So like, I still like that. I don't like the idea of being noticed and like being perceived. Still gives me anxiety, but that's okay, because like, this gonna sound a little woo-woo, but like, I be listening and watching them things that be on like Indigo Child, and what are the other ones? Like Star Seeds, and just like the type of, I've listened to a lot of that, and I don't know, and I watch like those like pick a cards, or like your future, or just because I don't know, I don't care if they're real or fake, to be honest, because most of the time it's just like positive things. I've never had a negative one, and that's why I don't care if it's real or fake. They could be fake. I don't care. But like, I've never really had like a negative one, so I'm just like, with like my star signs, like my like astrology signs, and I've done them in like 2 different ways. Like there's like the way that like everybody knows it as, and then there are like other ways, so like your zodiac signs can change or whatever. So I've done it like 2 different ways, and like they all say that I'm here on earth to help people. Like there's always, you're here to help people, like not really necessarily here to lead, not necessarily here to be a celebrity, but you're here to help people. And a lot of it also, normally they'll bring up sex, which is crazy, because like, how do you know I'm a sex educator? Who told you that? Who told you that, internet lady that I've never met? How do you know that? How do you know that about me? So it's just like, real or fake, I don't care. I feel like I'm on this earth to help people sexually, mentally, I don't know, physically. I'm here to help. Like, I'm just here to help, specifically like in the sexual education part. I'm really good at that. I'm really good at helping people find out about themselves. Like, not in like that makes me sound not in like but like I'm like really good at having like a conversation with someone and opening them up to a world of sex, or that they didn't know, is basically what I'm saying. But yeah, since we got that basically out of the way, just explaining why I haven't really been around, but we're getting back on track, y'all. We're getting back on track. I'm in my like yoga slash like laundry area. My new apartment is technically the same size. It's like a couple of square feet bigger than my last apartment. But this one's a 1-bedroom instead of a studio, and I don't have a podcast set up yet. Like my other apartment had that nice aesthetic background, which was my kitchen, and I had my couch. This one, my couch is against a wall, and I haven't set up like I have my old desk, but I don't like it anymore. I want to get rid of it. So yeah, we're right now we're in the yoga studio slash, I guess, nail podcast sitting area. It doesn't see, I don't like it right here specifically because of the lighting, but because this is a video and an audio podcast, I guess this really doesn't matter that much at the moment. You can see my face. I feel like that's what matters the most. But what I don't like is you can also see my laundry in the background. And I tried to move out the way. Hold on, we're just gonna slide that so you guys can't see my laundry, okay? All right. I'm one of those people that like I have to separate my laundry. So like that needs to be separated. Let's get into this podcast, y'all. Let's get into this episode. I will put a timestamp if you want to skip past my rambling at the beginning. Because I mean, you might want to like re-listen to this podcast one day, and you're not gonna want to hear my rambling at the beginning explaining my life. Or you might, who knows? I don't know you. I won't judge you, you know? Sorry if you hear my dog's nails click-clacking in the background. I will try my best to edit that out. It looks like he's gonna lay down, but I can't promise anything. Okay, we have my trusty dusty iPad, you know? That has not changed. And today's podcast is on starting a new chapter in your life. Big surprise, right? Because I literally started a new chapter in my life moving into this house, well, this apartment. So I have gotten to a point in my journey, my life journey, where I have no choice but to accept and acknowledge that I am the only thing standing in my way from my actual like goals in life. It's me. Hi, I'm the problem. It's me. Like I'm the only thing standing in my way of reaching my full potential. So like I'm ready to step out of my way. I'm ready to get out the way. Honestly, I've been coming to this for years. You know, like I moved all the way out to Denver on my own. And basically started a new chapter in my life. Like I moved out here. I went to college a little bit here. Did not stay. but that helped me start a new chapter in my life. Like that got me out here, that got me out of my hometown, that got me out of my parents' house. And honestly, I've had the dream of being a sexual educator and wellness worker since my early 20s. Like since I realized that that's a job you could legit have. Like I didn't know that teaching about sex was a job other than like sex ed in school, but that was also like the health teacher. So like I didn't think that you could do that separately, you know? But like honestly, I didn't take any real steps at the time. And then I had some setbacks. And I mean, that could have thrown me off. It could have thrown me off, and I could have been like, you know what? Forget it. I'm never gonna do it. That was it. I'll just move on to something else. But I didn't let that happen. In fact, I just found other ways to continue this dream. And I became a certified sexual coach and relationship and intimacy coach. So I'm still able to educate the way I want to, you know? But like every time I felt like I was getting back into where I needed to be, I hit a barrier. And normally that barrier's name was depression or a toxic relationship. And right now, it's only depression, because sometimes it was both. So right now it's only depression. And we just going, the winter is almost over, and we're just, that's not really going, well, no, that's a year-round thing. But I'm not gonna let it stand in my way this time, okay? We're not letting that happen this time. I decided no more barriers. No more barriers. Don't let it stop me anymore. I've decided no more long stretches, months, years of not posting, not being myself, hiding, just numbing the feelings, because that's not getting me anywhere. It's not getting me where I want to be. It's holding me back, honestly. It's holding me back. I have like goals for next year. Like I don't want to still be doing the same job I'm doing right now next year. I don't want to be there. I mean, or if I am, just like part-time, 2 days a week max. Like, to be honest, like I don't want to be there full-time anymore. I don't want to. It's cool or whatever, but like not as much anymore, you know? Like I'm ready to move on. I've always kind of been one of those people that's just like, I don't really stay at a job more than like a year. After like a year, I start getting antsy and I try to go back to college, and then I find another job. I don't know. So with me wanting like goals next year, like I may be moving next year. With those goals, I'm just like, I'm not gonna let myself stand in the way this time. I don't have time to let myself stand in the way this time. Like, I don't have time. America is falling apart as we speak. I don't have time. I don't have time. Y'all know that trend on TikTok that was like the main character trend? It was kind of toxic. It was. But it has some nice aspects to it. But I do like the idea of fully creating your character and curating your character's life. I am 100% behind that. I am a Sims kind of shorty, you know? I've been playing Sims since The Sims, actually. I've been playing Sims since The Sims. Like, I was there for the original. So, I love those. I've been playing ever since. And the more you play, like Sims 4, I mean, with the other games, Sims 3 was my favorite. But with Sims 4, like, everybody has all these downloadable, like, mods and DC. All these people have, like, downloadable content, downloadable mods. And you can customize that character's life to however you want. You can make them look exactly how you want to. Make the house look you download in a house that you seen on somebody's Zillow because someone decided to create it and make it downloadable content. And now you got your dream house on Sims. Not to mention your dream character. I don't know about y'all. I know some people do like characters. I always do like a version of myself. Not gonna lie. I'm one of those people. I don't create fake characters normally, unless I want my person to have like friends or something. But like, I normally just stick to the characters that's already in the game. Sometimes I'll create like a partner for my character. Or sometimes I'll date one of the characters that's already in the game. Or I'll download some characters, throw them in the game, you know, spice it up a little bit. But like, mine is normally my character, you know? So I will create my character, create my perfect little house. It always changes because I don't know. They always have, there's always a new expansion pack. So you always get like a new city. So my house normally changes a lot. But like, think about it. Curating what the house looks like. All of the appliances inside. You got the pets. If you have the pets mod, you can do the pets. I got a farm mod. I don't know. I got animals. I got like chickens on my on my Sims right now. I don't know about y'all. my character is a little bit of a gardener right now. But like, curated down to the very last everything. I remember in Sims 3 where you could have a car. They need to bring that back. But even your personality traits. The personality traits. Like, just could you imagine if we applied that to our real life? Could you just think about that? Like you curated your own personality. You curated your outfits every day. Because I don't know about y'all, but like, I put in the time to make sure my sim had a new outfit for every like occasion. You know, like when you had to go to a party, my sim had different party outfits. My sim had different everyday outfits. My sim had different workout outfits. Because you know that the downloadable content, is that it? Downloadable? Yeah, downloadable content. You could have Nike. You could have Gymshark. They had Fenty lip gloss. Let me just, please. And you could change the makeup to match it every day. Apply that to your life. Imagine. Okay, now on Sims, I know we got that money cheat. We got the money cheat, okay? We all know Motherload. We all know. But maybe let's not do that with our life, because ain't no money cheat. I don't know. People say it is. I ain't found it yet. If you believe this is a simulation, I don't know. I know it's a lot of conspiracy theories out there. So like this Sims correlation might have triggered the conspiracy theories to my, it's a simulation. Look, I'm not gonna tell you you're wrong, because I don't know. I ain't gonna lie. Sometimes it be feeling like it though, you know. We're not gonna go down that road. Anyway. But apply that to your real life. What if your main character got up and did yoga every day? Got up and went to spin class every day? Got up and walked their dog every morning, no matter what the weather was? I wish that was me. It's -7 degrees outside in Colorado right now. And my dog didn't even poop. He said, you thought it was. Take me back inside. Like, he literally stood up on his back legs, turned around, and climbed up me. He said, I'm absolutely not today. But what if you chose like your curated morning routine? Like, I know people have been talking about like morning routines, or at least my TikTok is full of morning routines. My TikTok is full of morning routines. So like, I see normal morning routines, luxury morning routines, everyday morning routines, low dopamine morning routines, high dopamine morning routines. What if you chose to do your little curated morning routine instead of sitting on your phone on TikTok for an hour? I'm talking from experience. But like, when you first wake up, you know? What if instead of going to McDonald's, or who else is like negative, Wendy's, you decided to go to like, I want to say Subway, but is Subway even better for you? Kava, if you have Kava. Or even Chipotle, because like you can get some healthy options with Chipotle. Chipotle is kind of pricey nowadays though. But like, or what if you chose, instead of just eating out, to eat the food you got at home? You know, like, because sometimes I'm like that. I actually did really good this year and did a little, this month, and only ate out 3 times technically. And it was in like the course of 2 days, because I just wasn't feeling it. But I was cooking for myself. What if you just chose to pick those? You know, we all like think about the characteristics that we want to have as our, like, personally, or if you haven't, you will after this podcast. Or like, what if your character decided, you know, to actually wear something that fit your style and fit your personality, instead of just throwing on a t-shirt, some leggings, just because it's there, just throw it on and go. What if you actually decided to dress up a little bit, you know, show off your actual personality? What's the worst that could happen? Honestly, I'm using myself as an example because I often just will just throw on whatever is available. Don't care if it fit my style for real. It's there. It fit it, but it don't fit it, you know. And I'll just go out and run my errands looking like a little boy. And little boy ain't my style. It'd be different if little boy was my style, but it's not. So I'm just using myself as an example. So I've decided to just implement some of my main character attributes into my life, just like The Sims. You can change your personality traits on The Sims too. Just gotta add one of the cheat code things. It's like after you're created. Just like The Sims, I'm altering my personality traits. So when I think about my main character or higher self, which I sometimes also call it, I think about, what do I have to implement in my everyday life to become this person? What do I have to do to become the main character that I want to be, to become the sim I want to be, to become the higher self I want to be? So I really encourage whoever's out there who isn't their higher self, isn't their main character that they want to be, isn't their ideal self, to just try this along with me. You know, just go along with me, follow this little exercise, and let's see how you feel after, you know. So personally, I use Notion. That's actually right now what I'm using to read my notes off of for this podcast. But I use Notion. So I use Notion for everything, you know. I have just like a setup on my Notion that breaks down, actually it's called Becoming Myself, you know. And insert main character's name. I have my main character's name on there. It's Faye, by the way. So mine says Becoming Faye because that's my main character's name. It's not my actual name, but it's close. Close. So yeah, on my Notion template, I just have everything broken down. But if you're not a technology person, you can do this on pen and paper. You can do it in a journal. Like, however you want to do it, you can do it. But I do definitely recommend writing it down instead of just trying to do this mentally. So if you want to just wait until you're at your house, if you're in your car or something and you can't actually write anything down, you can just listen and think about it, but definitely go back when you have time, write things down, figure it out, because it does take a while. When I tell you, I'm still working on it, still adding to it, every day adding things, because there's always something new I want to change. Not necessarily change, but like, you know, why not try something else, you know? Find a new hobby. We'll get there. We're gonna get to the levels, okay? We're gonna get there. But I use Notion. If you want to use another app, I know that Apple now with that update, they have some kind of like writing app that's similar to GoodNotes. Use that. If you have GoodNotes, you can use GoodNotes. If you have Notion, use Notion. Okay. So one of the first steps on designing your higher self, your main character, your sim, whatever, what do they look like? What do they look like? What does their body look like? What does their hair look like? What type of clothes do they wear? Write all that down. Specifically, specifically, write down. You want the 32-inch bust down? The 32-inch bust down. You want short, spiky, pink, I don't know, spikes. You want blonde pigtails? Green braids. Honestly, you might be able to do all of those. Wigs are amazing, to be honest. What's the clothing style? You alternative, athletic, like New York fashion forward style. I don't know. I don't really know styles. I'm not a fashion person. I'm not gonna lie to you. But like, think about like, what's your style? What are you comfortable in? Or sometimes it's not even what you're comfortable in. It's just like, what do you want to wear? Because like, I'm not always comfortable. Well, not, I get comfortable eventually in when I wear it. But like, sometimes I gotta step out of my comfort zone to wear something that fits my personality, fits my style. So like a leather mini skirt and a garter, and a white crop top. It's something I wore a couple of days ago to go grocery shopping, and I was like, my legs were just out there in public like that, and I felt really cute. But also I had to step out of my comfort zone to do that. What does the body look like? What's the body look like? Does it look like your current body? Does it look different? I'm not putting any words in there, but because, you know, there are some people who want to get bigger, want to get smaller, want to get toned, want to get tatted. Like, just, what does your body look like? Do you want to change it? It's up to you. The next one, this is a big one. You have to decide how they are mentally. We don't always talk about it, but this is something that you have to decide for your main character. How are they mentally? Do they show gratitude for what they already have? Or are they always sad and jealous of what someone else has? Do they smile and laugh often? Or are they grumpy, mean, nobody likes being around them? Are they firm on their boundaries with others? Or do they let people take advantage of them, walk all over them? It's easy to think about materialistic things we want for ourselves, but sometimes it's hard to think about what kind of person we actually want to be. Think about your character's dream job, dream career. If you don't have one of those, because you know, I get it, some of us do not dream of labor. Think about what you would do if you didn't have a job. Think about what your hobbies would be. Would you do charity work? Write all that down. All of it. Every hobby, every career move, every side hustle if you want it. Write it all down. All of it. This is why I'm saying it's going to take a while, because you're going to keep going back and going, oh yeah, and I want to add this. Oh yeah, I want to add some of that. Oh yeah, don't forget that. This is going to take a while. This is not a one day kind of thing. This definitely isn't a sit for an hour kind of thing. This is going to take you, honestly, a while. This is something that's going to change throughout your journey, to be honest, because you're going to want different things. You're going to decide you don't want some things. So this is going to change, to be honest. So where do you live? Where's your character live? What kind of house you live in? You live in an apartment? You live in a cabin? You live in a van? What do you drive? Do you drive? You want a scooter? You want to live somewhere where walkability access is like top tier? Like, do you have any pets? Cats, dogs, reptiles, exotic animals, horses, a farm? I think that's my dream. I think the farm. I don't know. I keep saying that, but farms are hard work. One of my favorite things to do is script out an ideal day in my higher self, ideal person's life. Everything detailed out. Everything detailed out. I'm talking meticulously. Wardrobe, what I eat, what I did I exercise, who did I talk to, what we talk about, who did I see, where did I go, how many times did I take my dog out, what outfit did I wear, how did I do my makeup, how did I do my hair. You know what really helps with that? Pinterest will have that set up. You'll find a location to go do everything. It's beautiful. It's a great way to help with scripting if you're into scripting. But honestly, make it as detailed as possible. And this is a practice in manifestation, but even if you don't believe in that, you're not into that kind of thing, it's still okay to plan out your ideal day, just so you know what it looked like. Like, oh yeah, that's what I would like my ideal day to look like. You're right. How do I get to that? You know? So I mentioned Pinterest. I'm a very visual person when it comes to this kind of stuff, so I like to use Pinterest, Instagram, certain stores. Like if I decide on my ideal day that my person's going to Ulta, we're going to Sephora, we're going to drop a little bit of money in, splurge on ourselves, I'm definitely going to pick out what products I'm buying from the stores. If I'm going grocery shopping that day in my ideal life, I'm definitely going to put what groceries I bought at the store. Sometimes it might include pictures. Sometimes I might find like a cute cart on Pinterest. You know the like aesthetic carts where you see the people, they got their vegetables and their green drinks and their fruits and their veggies and everything's all pretty in their cart. It's all vibrant. Copy and paste that onto your, ta-da. That's part of your scripting. That was part of your ideal day. That was your cart. You bought all that stuff in your ideal day. But I also create vision boards and mood boards. Vision boards ain't just for the beginning of the year. I create a vision board every month to just set myself up to remind me what I need to do. Make a vision board for every quarter of your life, every quarter of the year. Come on now. Vision boards forever. Or like mood boards. I see some shoes I like, add it to the mood board. Pinterest is great for that, bruh. Pinterest is great for that. You see some shoes that you like, that you know that you're gonna want, add that to your Pinterest board. I'm gonna get these shoes. So you see every day. I have a Pinterest that says I look cute in that. One of my Pinterest boards is called I look cute in that. And it's outfits, shoes, it's clothes and stuff, accessories. Because I know I would look cute in that. And just create a mood board, create a vision board. This can be as big or as small as you want. It could be 3 pictures, 30 pictures. I have a daily planner that it does allow a space for a vision board, but also it has a space for like notes. And on the notes section, I will make a little vision board for myself of what I want my day to look like. So like I'll put it like a clothes, like an outfit inspiration. If I'm going grocery shopping, I'll put like a little grocery cart or a couple of the groceries that I need to get so I don't forget. I'll add some stickers. If it's like bank deposit day, I need to go to the bank, I'll put a little bank deposit sticker or something. Like if, let's say tomorrow, I'm setting up my daily planner for tomorrow. If I know that my higher self needs to drink enough water, needs to stretch for an hour, work on my yoga and stretching for an hour, and work on my podcasts, in my little daily mood board, I'm going to have a picture of a glass of water, someone's aesthetic podcast picture, and somebody stretching. So I remember, oh yeah, that's what I'm supposed to be doing. Because my higher self does that. So that's what I'm going to do. And I know, just like you know, in order to reach your higher self, to be your ideal person, to be your sim, that you might have to start a new chapter in life. And that's okay. That is okay. You know, pack up that chapter, wrap it on up. Wrap it up. Get rid of whoever you might need to in that chapter. Get rid of whatever you might need to in that chapter. Sometimes we got to declutter to start a new chapter. It's not going to be easy though. It's going to be people, characters from the last chapter or the last season, if you want to call it a season. If you like TV shows, you know, they ain't going to make it to the next season. They ain't going to make it to the next chapter. But hey, that's life. That's the simulation. Sometimes there will even be pieces of yourself that don't make it into the next chapter. And that's okay too. Because it's important to remember that you're always growing and always changing. And there's nothing wrong with that. To be honest, being stagnant is how you end up stuck anyway. I hope you will all join me on this journey that I'm taking to reach my higher self. Be all that I can be, that I think that I can be, that I know that I can be. You know, I hope you join me. The only person keeping you from being motivated and picking better choices in life is yourself. So, are we going to do something about it? I think we should. Thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. This has been Faye Renee. And you have been listening, watching to Positively Sexy. See you guys in the next one. Bye.
Thank you for joining me on this episode of Positively Sexy, where we've explored the fascinating realms of sexual wellness and lifestyle. I hope this episode has sparked curiosity, empowered you to embrace a sex positive mindset, and provided valuable insights to enhance your overall well being. Remember, sexual wellness is an ongoing journey, and I encourage you to continue exploring and learning about the topics we've discussed. Together, we can break down barriers, challenge societal norms, and create a more inclusive and accepting world when it comes to sexuality and lifestyle choices. If you enjoyed this episode, I invite you to subscribe to Positively Sexy and stay tuned for future episodes. Feel free to leave a review or reach out with any feedback or topic suggestions. I always love hearing from you. Remember, your sexual wellness matters, and you deserve to lead a fulfilling and pleasurable life. So let's keep this conversation going, embracing our sexuality, and living life with positivity and confidence. Until next time, stay sexy and embrace the power of positivity.